Hey guys, I'm Justin.
I'm Leigh.
Together we own Horrorland Media, and we are here today to go over our February 2025 collection update. So let's roll the opening and get to it.
Welcome to Horrorland.
Alright, February 2025. We're here with another collection update. Quite two decent sized stacks of stuff. A couple places had sales, so we'll see what we got. Let's get into it. Stack one. So full moon every February they hold their Valentine's Day sale. It is the best sale they hold all year long, where you get 60% off. Most of their other sales are 40 or 50. Normally, I didn't need anything of theirs as far as like Blu-rays, but I did decide they had a service, like a public service announcement thing they put out that said once these DVDs sold out that they would not be reprinting them. So I don't know if they're trying to get away from the DVD model or exactly what, but I did pick up a few from them.
And that's how they get you.
Yeah, probably so. So we have the Killer Eye. Again, I don't know much about any of these. I don't have a lot of full moon DVDs, Subspecies, Puppet Master, stuff like that, but I typically get Blu-rays for all that. These are out of order. We'll do this one first. So we did Blood Dolls. I saw the trailer for this one. I've never seen this one. It looked like a Puppet Master ripoff, basically. I know Charles Band did a lot of these, like back-to-back with Hideous and all that stuff, the little creatures. We did get Ginger Dead Man 2, Passion of the Crust. So we watched part 1. So I did want to check out part 2. And, of course, part 3, Saturday Night Cleaver. So basically the deal with this was they did have the cookie tin for $60, but it had two movies in there, the Ginger Weed Man and Ginger Dead Man vs. Evil Bong. I cared nothing about those, and while $60 was a pretty good deal for it, I didn't pull the trigger. I just got the DVDs. While I was looking on their site, though, several of these DVDs were already sold out, and so I was like, dang it, maybe that might be something that I need to go try to find. So Grindhouse, actually, through looking through their site, they actually had a lot of these on sale, which were buy two get one free. And so actually, when you bought two, these were a little more expensive than the full moon. They were $4.95 a piece. These were like $6.95, but again, you bought two and then you got that third free, which made them actually a little bit cheaper all in all. So we did get again, Out of Evil. So we got Decadent Evil. Out of order. I was looking at Evil. So we have Decadent Evil. Again, not one that I know a lot about. We do have Decadent Evil 2, which is the Depraved. We do have Killer Eye Halloween Haunt. This is, of course, Killer Eye 2. We did get Stitches. And ending it out there, we did get Talisman. So, again, full moon stuff, it's pretty easy. They're pretty easy watches. You put in, you turn your brain off, because they're going to have crappy, they're going to be cheese, they're going to be lower, they're the higher end of low budget, really, but they are going to be low budget. So, got a good stack, though, to watch there. Towards the end of the month, for some reason, Groove had a really big sale on all of their like Marvel and superhero kind of stuff. I love that kind of stuff. The animated movies, Leigh, not so much, but I got these for my personal collection. So we have a triple feature here. It's V for Vendetta, Watchmen, and Constantine. I've seen Watchmen. I enjoyed it. I don't know that I've ever seen V for Vendetta.
Are they animated?
No, these are not.
Oh, okay.
This is the only one that's not. Constantine, we had to watch at one point. I think we wound up just selling it without watching it because we had it for like 3 years and never made an attempt. But getting into the animated stuff, we have Justice League versus the Fatal Five. Again, I really enjoy these. They're like adult animated, really. They're like PG-13. Some of them even carry like an R rating where, they've got a lot of blood and some of them have cussing. This one's rated R for bloody violence, and that is Injustice. I was really excited to pick that one up based off the video games. We have Batman versus Two-Face. This is based off of like animated in the way of the old 70s Batman. And then we got the Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1. Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 2. And then I did go ahead and get Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3. So, we'll check those out. It was easier to get the whole set rather than trying to piece them together later. What?
Nothing.
That's the look of disappointment. Next up, I made a really big order for 88 films for convention. So if you guys go on 88 Films, I got a huge stock of their region free stuff. We've got Absurd, Anthropophagus. We've got a ton. Zombie 5. We've got a ton of their stock coming to the convention booth. Probably starting in Nashville, we'll probably have that stuff. But I did order me just 2 things here. I did get the Curse 2, The Bite. I had the Scream Factory of this at one point with this in part 1, and I don't know what happened to it. And I wish I could find it. I will be on the hunt for part 1 because the Curse part 1, I think it was actually filmed in Knoxville. Fantastic film. Curse part 2 is okay. It's about snakes, but it's okay. And then we did get this here, the Hollow Man 1 and 2 in a big, nice collector's, like, chunky box set here. So Hollow Man, I really enjoy. Hollow Man 2 was just it's just okay. I believe it's got Christian Slater. The double feature that I had these, and then I believe it was Hostel 1 and 2. I hate the Hostel movies. I've never enjoyed them. And so I was like, hey, why not get this? It was relatively cheap. I think I gave literally like $22 for this, which for the big box is really not that bad. So I can't wait I haven't even opened that yet to see like if it has a booklet or any of that stuff. I got these because they were on sale. I think, in all honesty, I think we've tried to watch one of these before and we didn't make it very far into it. These are cheese. They're complete campiness. But as far as horror icon, she is very iconic for the horror genre, and that is Elvira. So we do have Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. These are her films that were, I think these were like late 80s, early 90s. So there is that one. And then we did get Elvira's Haunted Hills from Scream Factory here in the hard box. Like I said, I can't remember. I think we might have tried to watch these once before and we didn't get, I believe it was this one, The Haunted Hills, and we didn't get very far into it. So those may be coming to a convention soon. I don't know.
I don't remember those. We did.
Elvira's one of those things. She's hit or miss. Some of her comedy is okay. Some of it falls very, very flat. It's the character. It's the way it's supposed to be. So, I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, they were cheap enough. I was like, hey, I'll get them, and if I don't like them, they'll be good convention pickups. Off of our Valentine's Day episode, Carl and Eric both suggested this one. I'd never seen it before, and that's Deadly Friend. So I got on eBay and picked it up, and it actually had a slip, and I didn't give an arm and a leg for it. So I was pretty excited about that. Brand new, factory sealed. So can't wait to watch that one. We do have Blood Harvest here. Going through my Vinegar Syndrome stuff, there's a few Vinegar Syndromes that I still want, like back catalog stuff, but I'm not buying them without a slipcover. And it takes a while to find them. And Blood Harvest was one of them. Tiny Tim, of course, is the killer in this one. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it or not. The trailer looks okay, but I've heard a lot of reviews say it's pretty slow. But again, Vinegar Syndrome holds its value, so with the slip, it'll sell, if I don't like it. If anybody out there watching, though, has a copy with a slipcover of the not the Suckling, I have the Suckling ordered for next month. But if you have a copy of Night Beast, hit me up. I want a copy of that, and I can't find it unless it's like $150, and Justin's not giving that kind of money. So, next up, these are picked up from, I got these from Orbit DVD, I believe. So from the Warner Archive collection, we got Wolfen. I know we have all talked about doing like werewolf episodes and vampire episodes, and so I picked a couple of these up to go, for that when we eventually do that. Also picked up Innocent Blood. I believe this is a vampire movie, so we've got a couple of extras to add into that we've never seen before. And then Life Force, which just came out. I haven't seen Life Force in a very, very, very long time. So I don't know. We'll check it out. We'll see what I think about it. I honestly don't remember much at all about it, but it's the 4K, so we'll check it out. Probably one of my favorite pickups of the entire month. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. People ask why. I don't know why. I just enjoy it, and that is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 with the big chunky box edition here, as they call it. I love this. It's the 4K. I put my 4K in and did watch it. I didn't have any issues with it. I know there's been a lot of people complaining, saying that there's issues with the disc and that it just won't boot, it won't play at all. I had no problems. Transfer looks good. I will be keeping the Vinegar Syndrome version because, again, this is one of my favorite movies. Like this and Killer Clowns, any edition that comes out, I'll own it. So really excited to have that. And then Scream Factory had a Valentine's Day sale as well. Their sales are not known for being very good, and this one wasn't great either. But I did pick some of these up because they're the cheapest that I'll probably ever be able to pick them up. So we did get Venomous. This, of course, is it's a Scream Factory website exclusive Blu-ray. Figured, what the heck? I think it was like $18 or something. We did get The Unborn. I've heard a lot of people talk about this one. This is a pretty big horror film as far as like notable and people knowing what it is. I've actually never seen it, so we did pick it up. I don't remember the prices on that. This one is Serial Mom. So this one did come with a slipcover. Of course, it's sold out. I'm not going to give a bunch of money for it. We'll just leave that one without a slip. It's not that big of a deal. I try to get all those with slips, but if you don't, you don't. Next up, The Alligator 2, The Mutation. Alligator 1 was pretty good when it came out. Of course, it got a 4K edition. This one's just a standard Blu-ray. It may suck. I know Eric had actually said that he had seen it and it wasn't great. But again, if you've got part 1, I at least want to see part 2. If it sucks, we'll sell it off. Next up, got some cheesy action goodness here, kind of a sci-fi with Dolph Lundgren in Dark Angel. This is the 4K for this. I have seen this movie yet again many, many, many years ago, probably literally 15 years ago is the last time I saw this. I remember liking it okay. So when they did the 4K of it, I was like, hey, we'll snag that and see what it's like. I held off on this one to get it on sale. I've heard numerous people say that this movie absolutely sucks. So we'll see. I find it in the story of it intriguing, though, and that is The Island of Dr. Moreau. So really excited about this one. I believe this has, Val Kilmer. So I'm excited to check that one out. I've heard a lot of people say it's not good, but, I'm a glutton for bad movies. What can I say? If you spent $100 on their sale, you did get to pick a free item, and so I actually picked up a complete series. It is Space Precinct 2040, the DVD. This is like a $40 title on their website, so I was like, hey, the other one was Alf, but I've already bought it. So I have absolutely no idea what this series is. But we'll check it out and see. Looks like it's 18 hours, so, we'll check it out and see. And then ending here, we don't have to do a separate video this month, which let's all applaud. We don't have to do a separate video for Vinegar Syndrome. They actually got me my stuff on time. So we start out here. We'll leave that one just because I think it'll be a better title. And we have White Cannibal Queen here. Don't know much about this one. Watched the trailer. It looked okay. Looks like these cannibals basically take this female hostage, and because she is white with blonde hair, they think that she is some kind of a goddess, and they treat her like a queen, and they basically raise her. And all these years later, this group of people go back into the Amazon, into the jungle, and try and find her because they get wind that she is still alive, that she was in fact not eaten and cannibalized. So pick that one up. And then lastly here with Wings Hauser, we got The Carpenter. Again, don't know much about this one. Vinegar Syndrome for the month of February was pretty poor. I picked these two up. They were two of the only films that were actually in English that I thought would be worth anything. So we did pick those up. So overall, a pretty big haul, but a pretty inexpensive haul at the same time because we did give so little for all of the full moon stuff. So, and again, that stuff, if you don't like full moon, the DVD full moons are still worth $5, so I'll get my money back out of those if I don't like them. So not a big deal. So yeah, not bad.
Not terrible.
Not terrible. So with this, we did actually buy more stuff this month. We'll just be honest on that. It wasn't a lot more, but we picked some stuff up in Atlanta. And for Days of the Dead. However, I think next week don't hold me to next week, but I think we are going to try to get together and do kind of a retrospective over Days of the Dead Atlanta and Evansville, Indiana for the Evansville Horror Con. Kind of give our thoughts on those two conventions, go over everything that we bought. All of us actually wound up buying something in Atlanta, including Leigh, which is rare. She never usually buys anything. So she got some stuff, Eric got some stuff, I got some stuff, Carl got some stuff. So we're going to get together and hopefully go over all that. And again, just kind of give our feedback and experiences from those conventions. So that'll be fun. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. We don't have a whole lot else for this video, so we'll go ahead and end it here. Mothershucker and Twisted Gables are now available on our website, so make sure that you go to horrorlandmedia.square.site and pick up both of those. They, of course, will be at every convention that we do. So if you're planning on going to Nashville for the Full Moon Tattoo and Horror or the Nashville Horror Con, you know, whatever the case may be, we'll have them available there. We're looking at potentially signing another convention. We'll let you know as soon as we know on that. Should know hopefully next week when we do our convention episode whether or not we will be doing that or not. We've got a few financial things to figure out for it. But aside from that, we don't really have a whole lot of updates. So like I said, we'll end this here. We want to say thank you guys for tuning in, taking a little bit of time to spend with us and go over all of our pickups for February. Make sure that you follow us on all the social medias down below, along with following us here on YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us with the YouTube algorithm, as they call it. Really helps us to get some feedback on it. So we appreciate it, guys, and we'll catch you next time with another brand new episode of Welcome to Horrorland.